It is a wonderful day for the markets as a project that I've literally been waiting on for I want to say around a year is finally released, and it is about to be tradable on major platforms like Binance. And yet they've also released some information that I've been waiting on for ages, such as the tokenomics behind this project that I do really want to go over, as there is a lot of controversy around that. But yeah guys, I was probably the first person to mention Aptos on YouTube, I want to say, and that just goes to show just how entrenched into the markets I am, that I find these gems super early on. And guys, if you do appreciate the research that I do share with you guys, make sure you go down below and smash up that like button. But yeah, let's actually get into this video. Let's first start off with what exactly Aptos is. Aptos is a safe, scalable, upgradable Web3 infrastructure. First, the Aptos blockchain natively integrates and internally uses the Move language for fast and secure transaction execution. The Move Prover, a formal verifier for smart contracts written in the Move language, provides additional safeguards for contract invariance and behavior. This focus on security allows developers to better protect their software from malicious entities. Once again, a very important feature in a time where hacks are really prevalent. We just saw Mango markets on Solana get completely rinsed by some hackers. Second, the Aptos data model enables flexible key management and hybrid custodial options. This, alongside transaction transparency prior to signing and practical light client protocols, provides a faster and more trustworthy user experience. Third, to achieve a high throughput, low latency blockchain, the Aptos blockchain leverages a pipelined and modular approach for the key stages of transaction processing, specifically transaction dissemination, block metadata ordering, parallel transaction execution, batch storage, and ledger certification all operate concurrently. This approach fully leverages all available physical resources, improves hardware efficiency, and provides highly parallel execution. Now, the tech behind Aptos is actually based on the tech generated for an old project called Libra/Diem, which was actually Facebook's blockchain, but due to some legal reasons, they were never able to actually release their own blockchain, and therefore all this technology that they did invent, such as the hot stuff consensus algorithm, which was extremely scalable, just never got used. And once again, that is where Aptos came to the picture to finally use that tech. I do have some stats right here just to show you how fast the Aptos blockchain is. The time to finality is under 1 second. I believe right now it is at just about 0.4 seconds, making it the fastest blockchain on the market as we speak. The max TPS is also 160,000 transactions per second. And guys, we can compare that to other major blockchains. We've got Avalanche right here, 4,500. We've got Solana at 120,000, which I personally don't really believe it can do that. Now, the next point I'm about to make is extremely important, as it solves an issue that Solana wasn't able to solve. Now, a lot of the time Solana did go down, it was due to a bunch of complex transactions trying to happen. Solana can very easily handle, for example, you paying one person, but when it involves smart contracts and a ton of little moving parts, etc., Solana is just pretty bad at that. But Aptos aims to fix that, as it can efficiently support autonomously with arbitrarily complex transactions, enabling higher throughput and lower latency for real-world applications, and also simplifying development. So hopefully Aptos will not go down like Solana has. The Aptos blockchain also has a modular architecture design, which allows for client flexibility and also optimizes for frequent and instant upgrades in case anything bad happens to the platform, or if they just want to have a major update. Finally, the Aptos blockchain is experimenting with future initiatives to scale beyond individual validator performance. Its modular design and parallel execution engine support internal sharding of a validator and homogeneous state sharding, which could provide the potential for horizontal throughput scalability without adding additional complexity for node operators. I have over 12,000 US dollars in bonuses that you guys can collect in literally like a couple minutes. All you need to do is go down below this video in the description or pinned comment, and there I have links to all the top cryptocurrency exchanges with major bonuses. And yeah guys, if you sign up to like 2 of them or 3 of them, guys, that is 12,000 US dollars in bonuses. On top of that, guys, if you do sign up to 2 of them and you shoot me a DM on Twitter, you'll be allowed to join my altcoin research Discord, where I'll be going over cool projects that are about to launch. And yeah, let's get back to the video. So it just seems like these guys have totally fleshed out the most scalable and fastest blockchain they could possibly think of. But who exactly are the people behind Aptos? Well, we've got two main people, namely Mo Shaikh and Avery Ching. And what's very interesting about the team behind Aptos is that they were actually the original creators, researchers, and designers and builders of Diem, the blockchain that was first built to serve Facebook. So these guys were actually hired by Facebook. They are the real deal in my opinion, and they have built an algorithm that was good enough for Facebook, so in my opinion it is probably good enough for Aptos. On top of that, and this is the reason that made me first notice Aptos in the first place, they received funding from basically every major VC in crypto. We've got amazing names such as FTX Ventures, Jump Crypto, we've also got Andreessen Horowitz, my personal favorite VC right here, Multicoin Capital, Circle Ventures, and they also did multiple rounds. So right here we also have another 200 million raised from Multicoin Capital again. We got Tiger Global, KT Hahn, 3 Arrows Capital, FTX Ventures, A16Z again, Coinbase Ventures, and many more investors. Let's now unpack the launch of Aptos, as this thing is currently on mainnet as we speak, and there have been a ton of people actually clowning on Aptos, saying that, you know, they promised 160,000 transactions per second, but right now it is only processing around 4 transactions per second. And I'm actually going to take the side of Aptos in this. You know, when you first launch a blockchain, you know, there probably isn't going to be 160,000 transactions per second. You don't need all that space, and it is much more efficient and just much more better if you just reduce the amount of transactions per second your blockchain can handle in the early days. I'm sure this number right here will eventually go up, and we'll be seeing, you know, Solana type transaction per second speeds. But let's now talk about the most important part of the video that, you know, I was really waiting for to be released, which is the tokenomics. You can take a look right here at the total tokenomics. We've got essentially, I want to say, just about 49% of the supply essentially going to insiders and 51% going to the community. Now, from what I understand, they haven't released information about how exactly this 51% will be allocated. Now, the tokenomics for Aptos are a bit weird. You start off with 125 million tokens at launch, and then for the next year or so, it slowly rises to, I want to say that's like 200 million right there. It's not too bad in my opinion, but from then on, the amount of tokens in supply absolutely shoots up from here, and in the next you know, basically half year throughout 2024, that goes from you know, about 200 million all the way up to, I want to say that's like you know, 325 million, maybe 350 million. So yeah, that is a massive jump right here. And then from then on, it carries on at a still pretty steep rise throughout 2024. And yeah, when 2025 starts, we will have just under 500 million. That is possibly about like 450 million right here. Now, yes, inflation is bad, but we've seen some pretty horrible inflation for projects, and the projects still turned out to do decent. You can see right here, Avalanche has some horrible inflation. It went from like, I want to say that's 4% supply all the way to 30% supply in the first 12 months. If we do check out the price chart for Avalanche in the first 12 months, you can see right here, it still gave us some pretty decent gains. But what I will say is that, you know, the reason why Avalanche did give some pretty decent gains was due to the fact that it launched at a very low market cap right here. But on the other hand, we also had Algorand right here that had, you know, pretty bad inflation as well, but the price of this coin just really underperformed and the entire thing tanked. Now, the main difference between the two was their initial valuation. Now, as I'm speaking to you right now, Aptos is currently priced at $10 US, meaning it has a fully diluted valuation of $10 billion US, or 5 billion technically if you do want to count the you know, supply that will be there by the end of 2024. Now, my current plan right now is to just wait and see where exactly Aptos settles at, and then I'll reassess and, you know, once again, reassess the market as well and see if I think there is still a lot of value to gain via investing into Aptos. Another thing I do also want to point out is how a lot of these layer ones launched back in the day. Avalanche, although you can't see it right here, I believe jumped really high up past $8 US when it first launched, and then slowly went all the way down right here. You can see it to just about $3 US. And there were a ton of coins that did something similar. Harmony as well did something very similar that caused a lot of people to basically sell the bottom. So Harmony actually launched at a very high price, but due to a lot of inflation, you can see right here, I believe Harmony had more inflation than Aptos though, but anyway, it had a similar trajectory. It launched pretty high, then spent the next few months during the bear market just going lower and lower until it finally found a bottom. So yeah, I'm just going to wait till Aptos settles down in price and it finds itself a decent value, and then essentially just reassess whether or not I think that is a good value for the project, and whether or not, I could see that value increase by a very, very substantial amount. Lastly, let's talk about the risks for Aptos. Now, I did already mention one, which is tokenomics, and possibly, a too high valuation, which could make the entire project basically just underperform. But on top of that, we do also need to take into account that, the relevancy for alt layer ones could also go down. Ethereum has a thriving layer 2 ecosystem, and if layer 2s truly are the way to go, and the next bull market, all the activities happening on Ethereum layer 2s, then, other layer 1 projects may suffer and they may never reach the heights and adoptions that, projects like Solana reached. But yeah, honestly, we still don't know what's going to happen in the future, especially for the crypto space that is changing so rapidly. But yeah, in the comments down below, let me know what you thought about the Aptos project, whether or not you think it is worth an investment and why. And yeah, make sure you do like and subscribe so that you guys stay up to date in the latest for these new altcoin projects. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I have over 12,000 US dollars in bonuses that you guys can collect in literally like a couple minutes. All you need to do is go down below this video in the description or pinned comment, and there I have links to all the top cryptocurrency exchanges with major bonuses. And yeah, guys, if you sign up to like 2 of them or 3 of them, guys, that is 12,000 US dollars in bonuses. On top of that, guys, if you do sign up to 2 of them and you shoot me a DM on Twitter, you'll be allowed to join my altcoin research Discord, where I'll be going over cool projects that are about to launch. And yeah, let's get back to the video.